This man to my right is your wheelchair chairman, former IFBB pro. Give it up for the beast, Nick Scott.
Thank you. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, like, wheelchair bodybuilding, how's that judged? Well, we get judged from the waist up, right? But this division is men's open bodybuilding. So the judges are judging them as the open bodybuilding, but just from the waist up. And before they do the routines, I'm gonna tell you what happened and why they're in a wheelchair. Because a lot of people are wondering, why are they in the wheelchair? But we're scared to ask at times, because you're afraid to offend. But it matters, because I was in a car accident back in '98. I rolled my car 5.5 times. I was ejected, and my own car hit me in the back. It broke my back and damaged my spine. I'm diagnosed as a paraplegic. Para meaning impairments in 2 limbs, my legs. But my spinal cord is incomplete. That means my spine was not completely cut in half or severed. Think of a pencil. If you break a pencil and there's 2 halves, that's complete. You lose all sensation. But if you break a pencil and it's kind of hanging on, those nerves. So that means I can move my legs. Why does that matter? Because when I train, I can lean down and I can go up. But if I lean to the side, I can't get up. I have to hold the chair and go up. But if they have a higher injury, they may not have abs. But the judges have to look, how's their conditioning? Just because you have abs doesn't mean that's gonna hurt you. So you gotta put the pieces together. Because we all have disabilities, one of ours is visible. And this is the NPC and IFBB Pro League. It's not about pity, it's about the best of the best on the stage. And if it wasn't for Mr. Jim Mannion, the president of the NPC and IFBB Pro League, none of this would be possible, as well as the leadership of Vice President Tyler Mannion. Without them, this would be impossible. With that being said, Bob, let's bring him out.
All right, here we go. This is round 1. We're going to start things off with our group comparisons. If I can have all 7 competitors on stage, please.
And if you look at their backs, if they're lower, that means a lower spinal cord injury. If it's higher, they need more support, so they may not have abs or details from that part below.
Gentlemen in place, let's send it down to the judges. Big Steve.
Thank you, Bob. Gentlemen, front double bicep. Quarter turn right. Quarter turn right. Back double bicep. Quarter turn right. And face front. Three and four, switch please, 3 and 4. 4 and 2, switch please. And 1 and 4, switch. 6 and 5 switch. Gentlemen, front double bicep. Front lat spread. Side chest. Back double bicep. Back lat spread. Side tricep. Abdominals. Relax. 6 and 3 switch, please. One and two switch. Gentlemen, your favorite, most muscular. Gentlemen, relax. And when you're ready, hit a front double bicep. Front lat spread. Side chest. Back double bicep. Back lat spread. Side tricep. Abdominals. Your favorite, most muscular. Relax. Thank you, gentlemen. This concludes this round. Back to you, Bob.
All right, thank you, Big Steve. Thank you, gentlemen.
So now we're going to do individual routines. This first athlete in 2000, when he was 3 years old, how he got around was he was sat on a wheelchair and he sat on a skateboard and he pushed himself around with his hands. When he was pushing himself, he fell down and he hit his rib, and that's what, from the side, it hit his rib, and that's what caused damage on his spinal cord, which caused nerve atrophy, which means his legs got smaller.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Brazil, Josu Fabiano.
Give it up
Thank you.
for Gorilla Albano! Next up, in 2007, this athlete was driving with his daughter and his wife to visit an aunt. And during the trip, a deer jumped out and he swerved to miss the deer. And when he swerved, he hit a tree. They were wearing the seatbelt, but the seatbelt went inside, not into his skin, but an impact is what broke his back and damaged his spine at T11, T12. He's a complete. His daughter and wife had minor injuries, but the injury left him paralyzed from the waist down. He won 7 Arnold Classics, 6 being here at the USA, and he's your 5-time Olympia champion.
Ladies and gentlemen from the USA, please welcome Harold King Kong Kelly. All right, thank you, Carol.
Next up, he's known as the Italian Stallion. In 2011, he was in a car accident. And what happened was, when he rode, he was ejected out of the car window. And from that, he was thrown, and the impact on the ground is what broke his back and damaged his spine. At T11, T12, he's incomplete.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Italy, Gabriel Ventrulli. All right, thank you, Gabe.
This next athlete in 2009, there was a bad storm, and there was a dead tree that was 12 feet round, and it was blown down. But this athlete was underneath it, and it crushed him. Now, there was a toolbox, is what didn't complete the crush, but it broke his back and damaged his spine. At T8, he's incomplete. But he survived because he's the big bad Brad.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the USA, Bradley Betts. All right, thank you, Bradley.
So this athlete in 2021, he was on vacation with his friend, and he was in the guest room when 4 guys broke in, and they ended up shooting him. And the bullet went through his right bicep, out his right tricep, into his sign, through his lungs, and out him. And his lung collapsed. The bullet hit his vertebrae at T10, but didn't hit his spinal cord. That's not what left him paralyzed. When that blast radius, that's what compressed him, and that's what left him paralyzed. think of a banana and you squeeze in it. And that compression is what left him paralyzed from the waist down. He's a T10 complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the USA, Galen Grigsby. All right, thank you, Galen.
Galen actually died 3 times and he came back. This is his pro debut. And he's your 2023 NPC Wheelchair Nationals Overall Champion. Next up, this athlete at the age of 4 back in 1991, he had a high fever. So went to the hospital and they gave him an injection for his fever. And that's when something went wrong within post-polio. And that led to paralysis where he got paralyzed in both limbs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from India, Raheesh Chand. All right, thank you, Raheesh.
This next athlete in 2016, it was due to a motorcycle accident. He was just switching lanes when he got sideswiped by a truck because they did not see him. And that injury is what left him to to a complete paraplegic at T7, so he's higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the USA, Leonard Harmon. All right, thank you, Leonard. All right, folks, that concludes our individual presentations from our gentlemen.